Sea Org. The Sea Organization, Sea Org. A comprehensive overview. The Sea Organization, Sea Org, is the most devoted branch of Scientology, with members pledging a symbolic billion-year contract of service across lifetimes. Its motto, Revenimus, we come back, underscores the belief in reincarnation and eternal service. Origins and evolution. Founded at sea, created in the 1960s by L. Ron Hubbard while evading legal issues in the US and UK, the Sea Org began as a sea project aboard 3 ships. It evolved into a paramilitary organization with strict discipline, harsh living conditions, and brutal punishments, including the creation of the Rehabilitation Project Force, RPF, and practices like throwing people overboard. Transition to land. In 1975, Sea Org operations largely moved ashore, but maritime traditions remain. Members are known to wear naval-style uniforms, address all officers as sir, and continue to embody the organization's rigid codes. Current operations. The Sea Org now staffs all Scientology management and oversees upper-level operating THETAN (OT) courses. The ship Free Winds is central to delivering OT8, the highest auditing level, alongside hosting events and seminars. Life in the Sea Org. Total commitment. Members are known to work over 100 hours per week for minimal pay, as little as $50 weekly, often reduced or withheld. They live in communal housing, berthing, and endure highly regimented, extremely minimal and often poor conditions. Marriage is allowed, but raising children is prohibited. Pregnant members must leave or face intense pressure to terminate pregnancies. Boot camp initiation. New recruits undergo a rigorous novitiate period of training and preparation, called the Estates Project Force, EPF, a program blending manual labor with indoctrination. Only after completing this phase and passing a 7A security check can recruits become full members. Freeloader debt. Members who leave face retroactive bills for training and auditing they received, often totaling tens of thousands of dollars. While this freeloader debt is considered unenforceable in some jurisdictions, it serves as a powerful psychological deterrent. Ethical framework and control. Scientology ethics. The organization's ethics system aims to eliminate dissent and redirect all interests towards Scientology. Justice policies enforce compliance through penalties and surveillance, creating an environment of totalitarian control. Isolation and indoctrination. Members are isolated from the outside world, taught to distrust external institutions, and subjected to intensive surveillance, ensuring loyalty and compliance. The Rehabilitation Project Force, RPF. Origins. Established aboard Hubbard's ships, the RPF is a punitive program for Sea Org members who violate policies or are deemed unproductive. These practices transition to land alongside the Sea Org. Conditions. RPF participants endure grueling manual labor, social isolation, restricted movement, and meager rations. They must run everywhere, receive no formal training for hazardous tasks, and earn only a quarter of the already minimal pay. Purpose. Described as a work prison, the RPF serves to recondition members deemed problematic. Critics have compared it to gulags or re-education camps, citing its abusive, Orwellian nature. Notable example. Jerry Armstrong, often referred to as Scientology's #1 enemy, is a former member who exposed extensive fabrications by Hubbard, and was sent to the RPF for joking, a violation under the Scientology policy jokers and degraders. Key points critics oppose regarding the Sea Org. 1. No children allowed. Members cannot have children while in the Sea Org. Pregnancies are often met with pressure to abort or leave, leaving many with no financial stability, job experience, or external support. 2. Difficult to leave. Leaving without permission results in being declared a suppressive person, leading to ostracism. The approved exit process can take years and involves physical labor, confessions, and isolation. 3. Poor living conditions. Members share overcrowded rooms, endure sleep deprivation, and often miss meals due to intense job demands. 4. Lack of medical care. Members receive no health insurance, sick days, or medical support. Illness is treated as a personal failing, and proper treatment is rarely permitted. 5. Exemption from labor laws. Due to religious status, members work extreme hours, 17 to 20 per day, without legal protections. 6. Minimal time off. Members have few hours off weekly and can be denied time off for holidays or personal events if deemed underperforming. 7. Early marriages for privacy. Young members married to gain access to private living quarters. 8. Restricted communication. Personal phones, computers, and internet access are rare. Movies and TV are strictly controlled. 9. Separated families. Management frequently reassigns family members to distant locations. Spouses and children rarely see each other, and communication with outside family is tightly monitored and censored. 10. Letter censorship. Incoming and outgoing mail is screened for negativity. Complaints about conditions lead to disciplinary actions. 11. Punishment through the RPF. Offenders are sent to the Rehabilitation Project Force, facing grueling physical labor, isolation, minimal food, and no holidays, sometimes for years. 12. Intense psychological pressure. Members are pushed beyond physical and mental limits, criticized for failing to meet impossible demands, and subjected to unrelenting pressure from their superiors, perpetuating a cycle of stress and abuse. Why do people endure conditions in the Sea Org? Members of the Sea Org remain trapped in its harsh environment, due to a combination of deep psychological manipulation, social pressures, and practical barriers. 1. Lifelong indoctrination. Many members are raised in Scientology or spent decades within it, believing their sacrifices are vital to saving humanity and the planet. 2. Social and peer pressure. Expressing doubt or dissatisfaction results in punishment, while the outward appearance of dedication among peers leads individuals to question themselves rather than the system. 3. Fear of the outside world. Members are taught that life outside Scientology is corrupt, dangerous, and immoral, making the Sea Org seem like a safer, more purposeful choice. 4. Isolation from alternatives. With limited access to the outside world, members have no exposure to healthier lifestyles or dissenting perspectives, and are conditioned to see outsiders as lacking in dedication or moral integrity. 5. Constant exhaustion and manipulation. The relentless demands, lack of sleep, inadequate food, and no free time leave members physically and mentally drained, suppressing their ability to question or resist. 6. Financial and practical dependency. Many lack financial resources, property, or job skills outside of Scientology, making the prospect of leaving feel insurmountable. 7. Severe punishment for leaving. Members who attempt to leave are labeled as suppressive persons, resulting in ostracism from family, friends, and their entire community, further deterring escape. 8. Early recruitment and vulnerability. Many join early in life, lacking life experience or external knowledge, making them especially susceptible to manipulation and control. 9. Strict control and lack of autonomy. Rules governing communication, movement, and access to information ensure members remain isolated, obedient, and dependent. 10. Internalized guilt and fear. Members are conditioned to believe that failure or unhappiness is their own fault, reinforcing feelings of unworthiness and dependence on Scientology for validation. 11. Clinging to hope. The belief that enduring hardship will lead to spiritual advancement, recognition, or redemption keeps members trapped, striving for unattainable goals. Summary. The Sea Org is a highly authoritarian organization, demanding unwavering loyalty and extreme personal sacrifice, under the guise of saving humanity. Through isolation, relentless indoctrination, and harsh punishments, it creates an oppressive, inescapable environment. Exhaustion, fear, and manipulation strip members of critical thinking, trapping them in a cycle of compliance. This powerful combination of psychological and practical barriers makes questioning or leaving the Sea Org extraordinarily difficult.